What is up, F and True followers and the members of the YWC? JC Styles here, F and True Wrestling, back with the Monday Night Raw review for 10/17/2011. Raw came out of Mexico tonight. It was a really good, interesting show. There was a couple of points where I was like, this match shouldn't have been on the show, but it was an overall good show. I enjoyed it. Please leave your comment in the description box. Thumbs this video up if you like Monday Night Raw. Let us know. Let me and Brian know how you feel about tonight's Monday Night Raw. We start the show off with John Laurinaitis comes walking out and says, "I'm sorry for everything that has been happening over the last couple of weeks. I am now the Raw general manager. I am now in control of Raw." He brings out Jim Ross, and he basically says to Jim, "I'm sorry for for firing you last week, but tonight I'm putting you in a match with John Cena to take on Alberto Del Rio and Michael Cole." Then we go to a commercial break and come back, and we see a six-man tag team match. We see the Viper, Randy Orton, John Morrison, and Sheamus take on Christian, Cody Rhodes, and Mark Henry. Now we see Mark Henry, Christian, and Cody Rhodes pick up the win in this very good six-man tag team match. It could have went a little bit longer. I thought it was a very entertaining match. I gotta say this. I've been saying this since Hell in the Cell. I am glad that Cody Rhodes brought back the original, well, not the original, but the classic Intercontinental Championship, because that Intercontinental Championship was the Intercontinental Championship I grew up with, and a lot of other people like myself grew up with. I mean, guys like Jeff Jarrett, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon. So many, legends held that title. The British Bulldog, the Ultimate Warrior, the Ravishing Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect. And I'm so glad. I mean, yeah, they changed it because they, the WWF logo, the WWE logo, but it was just, I love that title. It looks fantastic on white leather. If I can get a replica belt next year, I'm going to say that that's going to be the one. I've gone through a lot of replica belts, but that's the belt that I want, and I've wanted since the very first replica belt I bought. But we see Mark Henry, Christian, and Cody Rhodes pick up the win. We come back to John Laurinaitis standing backstage with the Bellas. Then we see him on the cell phone talking to a mystery person on the other side. Then we see Ricardo come in, and basically Alberto Del Rio barges right in, and he says, "What are you talking about making this match with Michael Cole against JR and John Cena?" And he goes, the stipulation is the winner of the match gets to choose the stipulation for vengeance for the WWE Championship between Del Rio and John Cena. We go to a commercial break, and we come back. We see Eve Torres defeat Natalya in a one-on-one match. We also see the announcement that Beth Phoenix will defend her Divas Championship against Eve Torres. Eve Torres pick up the win tonight with a fantastic moonsault off the top rope. I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, it was just great. I'm not really behind, divas. I'm more of a knockouts fan. I've said this in past videos, but some of the divas in the WWE can bring it, and Eve Torres brought it tonight, and she brought her A game, and she picked up the win. Please stay tuned for either sometime tomorrow or Wednesday morning for me and Brian's WWE Vengeance predictions. We will be doing our normal routine, him and I, in the video together. We go to a commercial break, and we come back, and we see CM Punk take on The Miz. CM Punk picked up the win over The Miz with an old school roll-up pin. During the match, we kind of see the constant interfering of R-Truth. Triple H comes out pre-match to back up CM Punk. Then we kind of see John Laurinaitis come out, and he says with paperwork, and he's saying that we have an immigration problem. Triple H is in Mexico illegally, something wrong with his passport, and was escorted out of the arena. Post-match, we see The Miz and R-Truth beat down on CM Punk, hitting the lie detector and the skull-crushing finale. Then we move on to the next match of the night. We see Zack Ryder successfully pick up the win over Jack Swagger in a very fast-paced contest. You know, as we all know, it was scheduled to be Air Boom versus Zack Ryder, but because of Air Boom, the injury to Evan Bourne's neck, he is not cleared to wrestle just yet. So the match has been changed to Dolph Ziggler defending the United States Championship against Zack Ryder. Now, if you guys haven't been watching the Long Island story as of late, uh, there was a mystery figure basically jumped Zack Ryder outside of his apartment, and it's led to believe that it was Dolph Ziggler, and they've been going back and forth through Zack Ryder's show, and it was very entertaining. I definitely love the fact that they're taking time out to help promote Zack Ryder's show, and then they're building the feud through Zack Ryder's show, giving it more credibility because now everyone tunes in, like myself, to see the Long Island story. Then we see Mason Ryan come out after Ziggler and Jack Swagger try to back Zack Ryder into the corner, and he comes out and he helps Zack Ryder. Then gets on the mic and says, "Ziggler, where are you going? We have a match." So we go to a commercial break and we come back, and we see Ziggler pick up the win by disqualification. We see Mason Ryan lose by disqualification, being the fact is that he got slapped by Vicky Guerrero and he lost his temper and the ref DQ'd him. He didn't break the ref's 5 count, and his temper got the best of him, but he got the last word. Oh boy, did he get the last word. Vengeance was Mason Ryan's. Last match of the night, we see John Cena and good old JR team up to take on the team of Alberto Del Rio and Michael Cole. Now, during this match, I don't know what was going on. I couldn't really understand the fans, but it seems that they were really behind Alberto Del Rio. He came out and he really didn't get a good reception. Obviously, Cena got the biggest pop of the night, but Alberto Del Rio was definitely had the fans in his corner. I mean, every time he was doing, high offense moves, the fans were cheering. They were chanting something in Spanish. I couldn't understand it, but it was a fantastic match between John Cena and Alberto Del Rio. I'm definitely looking forward to their match on Sunday at Vengeance. Post-match, we see JR and John Cena pick up the win. We see John Cena pulled out of the ring by Alberto Del Rio, but is met by a clothesline from John Cena. Then we see Cena start to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then he beats down on Alberto Del Rio some more, grabs the steel steps, and hits Alberto Del Rio again with the steps. And then he counts to 10. Right before he counts 10, he stands up, cementing that John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship at Vengeance will be a last man standings match. Now, I'm looking forward to this match. I mean, Alberto Del Rio and John Cena have been doing great things in the ring. Alberto Del Rio has not yet been able to beat John Cena. John Cena has a lot of momentum going into Vengeance, and I'm hoping that Alberto Del Rio can pull it out and beat John Cena. But that's content for another video, guys, and we will have that up for you tomorrow or early as Wednesday morning. Guys, for the taglines, please check out Most Extreme Wrestling. We are Pro Wrestling. Please check out Effin' True Entertainment. Also, please check out the Effin' True Click and the other members of the Effin' True Click community. Guys, thank you for watching for this Monday Night Raw review. Brian will have his review up, as he always does, in the morning. Guys, have a good night. Stay tuned, and have a great day.